Hey y'all, Kirsten here. Welcome back to the final day of the KGC Pilates 10-day Me, Myself, and I challenge for people to do the absolute most. Shout out to you because you showed up for yourself for 10 days straight. And for our last and final day together, I have a special 10-minute workout for you. So you'll need 2 props for today, that Pilates ball and a set of light weights. Think 1 to 3 pounds. Definitely do not go over 5 pounds. If you don't have weights, it's okay. You can use body weight. You can use soup cans. Do whatever makes the most sense for you. So without further ado, tuck that ball, those weights off to the side. Lie all the way down on your mat. We're going to start with some deep breaths. Take both of your hands, wrap them around your rib cage. Inhale. Lungs expand from east to west. Exhale. Pull your belly button to your spine. And again, inhale. Nice and big, filling up those lungs. And then exhale that air out. When you're ready, reach for both of those weights. Bring them to your hands. Those feet are going to be flat on the mat to start. Arms go straight to the ceiling. You're going to start to lower and lift just the arms straight up and down. Nice, just like this. Exhale, you lower. Inhale, you lift at the top. Let's add the ab curl now. Exhale, curl up to your head, neck, and shoulders. Melt the spine back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl. Inhale to lower. Nice. I'm going to add a lot of layers. So any layer that I add on, you can always remove it or take it off and just go back to our base. So this will be our base for our ab series for today. The next time you lower your head, neck, and shoulders, bring your knees into tabletop position and stay with them in tabletop. So exhale to curl up and lower down. You're looking straight into your belly button. Really great job. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Now, the next time you lower your arms down, that ab curl, extend one leg long for your single leg stretch. Relax everything back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl and relax. Good job. So as you do this, I want you to think about drawing your belly button to your spine. You're working your lower abs, those deep core, that transverse abdominals muscles. You can even do a double leg stretch if you want a little bit more of a challenge. If not, you can always go back to that single leg stretch, just like this. Exhale, extend. And then if that ever feels like too much, you can always relax the feet back down to the mat. Many options here. I'm going to help and, challenge myself to finish this out by doing these single leg stretches. Last 3. Almost there. Final 2. And last 1. And relax everything down. Good job. Windshield wiper legs from side to side. Roll up to a seated position. Feet are flat on the mat. We're going to move to some half roll downs. Arms are long in front of us. When you're ready, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, chin to your chest. Roll back halfway. And then come back up to sit tall. Nice. Exhale to roll back. Inhale to roll up to sit tall. Nice. So as you're doing this, if the weights are too much, drop the weights. Just use your hands to extend your arms long in front of you. Perfect. Just like that as you're rounding back, and then come back to sit tall. So I'm going to grab those weights back again because we're going to add a little bit of arms here, but always feel free to do this without any weights. The next time you roll back, hold here. Can you twist and pull to the opposite side? Same thing, exhale to pull that weight back. It's almost like you're doing a bow and arrow motion as you curl back halfway and pull. By the way, I've never shot a bow and arrow in my entire life, but I imagine this is what it would be like to do that if I'm pulling that back and then coming back to sit tall. Nice. Exhale. Last 3. Final 2. And last 1. And come back to sit tall at the top. Hold here. Now, those weights are going to still be long in front of you. Hold back halfway with that C curve in your spine. You're going to bend your elbows for your bicep curl and extend the arms long. Nice. So you're just bending and extending, holding this bicep curl, holding that C curve in your spine as you move through this next part of the series. We're going to take it up a notch. Now, the next time you bend your elbows, send your arms straight to the ceiling, lower back down, extend the arms long. Exhale, lift up, lower down. Good job. So still maintaining that C curve in your spine. If it's ever too much, you can always, again, drop the weights and just bend your elbows and lift up for your overhead press. You're still going to get a good workout in. It's all about doing what's right for you, baby. That's it. As you're lifting up and lowering it down. Nice. So I'm going to still grab these weights. Continue here for your bicep curl. Last 3. Final 2. And last one, as you lift and lower everything down. Good job. You can place these weights off to the side. We will come back to them later. So find your ball, and then we're going to move to a shoulder bridge. Take this ball, place it between your knees to start. Feet are flat on the mat. You should be able to brush the backs of your heels with your fingertips. When you're ready, exhale, curl your pelvis under, lift the hips up, squeeze the ball at the top, melt the spine back down. Same thing. Exhale as you lift and lower. A couple of options here. You already know you can lift the arms up as you lift the hips and then melt the hands back down to the mat. You can keep the hips lifted the entire time. Great work. Nice. And so again, you're imagining that you have my favorite drink, that spicy margarita with that Tajín rim on top of your pelvis. When you curl the pelvis under, the drink would spill out and I would be dumb tight because you just wasted a $28 drink in New York. You already know how expensive that can be, but I'm also proud of you because you're doing the exercise correctly. Nice. Last 3. Final 2. And last 1, and relax everything down. Great job. Take this ball now, place it under your left heel here. Nice. So when you're ready, curl up and then extend that leg long and melt the spine back down. So we're doing a variation of a single leg bridge here as you curl onto the tips of your shoulder blades. Really think about pressing through the heel that is flat on the mat. You can definitely lift and lower your arms if that feels good to you. I'm going to keep my arms down just to have some additional stability and support as you're curling up, extending that leg long. We're getting a little bit deeper into our hamstring here too. Last 3. Nice work. Final 2. And last 1. And relax everything down. Good job. You're going to keep that ball underneath your left heel. Place both of your hands behind your head. That opposite knee will go into a tabletop position. Exhale to curl up. Inhale to lower. Nice. Now, the next time you curl up, hold here, extend that left leg long, bend it in, relax it back down. Nice. Exhale to curl, extend the leg long. So we're doing a variation of a single leg stretch here. Can we even add an oblique twist in? So you curl up, extend the leg long, twist, and reach off to the opposite side. Now, can we make it one fluid motion to curl and twist to the opposite side? Nice. Exhale, and twist. Nice. Almost there. Last 3. Good work. And final 2. And last 1. And pulse it up an inch and down an inch for 8. 7. Last 6. 5 for 4. 3, 2, 1. Relax everything down. Great job. Take this ball, place it under your right heel now. Same thing, but the opposite side. So curl up, extend the leg long, melt the spine back down. Same thing, curl up, extend the leg long. Nice. When you're curling that pelvis under, really think about pressing through that left heel, whichever heel is flat on the mat, to really get deep into that single leg glute bridge. If your booty cheeks aren't already on fire like mine, that just means you're really strong and you're doing a great job here. You still have those same options again to send your hands up to the ceiling or have your hands mirror as your hips are moving. Last 3. You're almost there. Final 2. Good work. And last 1, relax everything down. Good job. Keep that ball underneath that right heel and place your hands behind your head now. Doing the same thing to the opposite side. Opposite knee comes into tabletop. Exhale to curl up and lower, just starting with a few ab curls here. Now, the next time you curl up, hold, extend the leg long. Bend it in and relax it back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl, extend the leg long, bend everything in, and relax. Really good job. Nice. Can we add that oblique twist? So you curl up, extend the leg long, twist, and reach. Nice. Exhale to curl, twist, and reach. Nice. Last 3. Making it one fluid motion now, Last 2. Don't forget to breathe. And final 1, and pulse it up an inch and down an inch for 8. 7, last 6, you got it. 5, 4 for 3, 2, 1, and relax everything down. Really great job. And congratulations, you have completed all 10 days of the KGC Pilates, Me, Myself, and I 10-day challenge for people to do the absolute most. And shout out to you because you showed up for yourself for 10 days straight. And stay tuned for more videos and challenges. Great work.